Billy Brown's sudden death in February 2021 sent shockwaves through both his family and fans. As the patriarch of the Alaskan Bush People, Billy had been the cornerstone of the show, leading his family through the harshest of wilderness challenges. Yet, behind his resilient persona, Billy had been battling serious health issues for years, including chronic respiratory problems and heart complications. His health, which had already deteriorated, eventually led to a fatal seizure at their Washington homestead. His untimely passing was a devastating blow to the Alaskan Bush People community. Billy's death not only marked the end of an era for the family, but also left fans in disbelief. For those who followed the show, Billy was a symbol of strength, wisdom, and survival. His untimely passing left many wondering what would become of the beloved Bush People. His absence was deeply felt, and it affected the direction of the show, forcing producers to rethink how to continue without its central figure. Following his death, the show struggled to maintain its earlier momentum. Season 14, which aired in 2022, was heavily focused on the children as they attempted to carry on their father's vision. But despite their best efforts, the show's emotional weight seemed to grow too heavy, and fans viewed it as an unofficial finale. The Brown family, once united through the struggle for survival, was left to pick up the pieces of their shattered reality. In February 2025, Ammy Brown faced another shocking health crisis that left fans holding their breath. After experiencing severe chest pain and breathing issues, she was rushed to the emergency room and placed into a medically induced coma to treat pneumonia. This was a terrifying reminder of the fragile nature of life, especially after the courageous battle Ammy had fought against cancer just a few years earlier. In 2017, she was diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer, given only a 3% survival chance. However, against all odds, she triumphed, undergoing chemotherapy and radiation, eventually being declared cancer-free by the end of the year. Ammy's resilience became one of the most inspiring aspects of the Alaskan Bush People show. She was the calming force amid the chaos, offering emotional support and guidance to her children through their personal and collective struggles. Her recovery from cancer was a beacon of hope for the family and their fans. But in 2025, her sudden health scare shook everyone to the core. Her condition, once stable, now left her with lingering lung issues, reminding everyone that the fight for survival wasn't over. While Ammy's health battles were publicly known, this latest scare in 2025 left her family and fans concerned for her future. Fortunately, Bear Brown, her son, later reported improvements, with Ammy gradually recovering at home, surrounded by her children. Her journey, however, remains far from over, as doctors continue to monitor her fragile health closely. The family, particularly her children, continue to rally behind her, offering support as she navigates this new chapter of her life. Matt Brown's life took a shocking turn after he left Alaskan Bush People in 2019. Once a stable and important member of the Brown family, Matt's struggles with alcohol addiction became a public spectacle. His battle with substance abuse escalated over the years, leading to his exit from the show. What followed was a tumultuous journey that included rehab, accusations of drug use on set, and a series of public disputes with his family. In 2018, Matt even accused the production team of mismanaging his finances and withholding money. These explosive claims cast a dark shadow over the Brown family, leaving fans to wonder if they'd ever see Matt on the show again. Beyond the addiction struggles, Matt's life took another shocking twist when he was accused of serious legal issues, including allegations of assault. The LAPD investigated, but the case never went to trial. Despite these challenges, Matt has made significant efforts to reclaim his life. He focused on sobriety, sharing milestones and personal insights into his recovery journey through social media. His transparency about his struggles made him a relatable figure for many, but it also deepened the emotional complexity of his public persona. Despite his efforts to rebuild his life, the tension between Matt and his family remained palpable. The estrangement between him and his siblings became a central theme. Even though Matt has reconciled financially to some extent, the emotional rift has been harder to mend. His desire to live away from the chaos of the family, in the remote areas of Washington, reflects his need for peace and solitude. For many fans, Matt's struggles and the distance between him and his family were shocking, and it raised the question, will the Brown family ever truly heal from the wounds that have been inflicted over the years? In 2022, Bam Bam Brown, one of the most practical and calm members of the Alaskan Bush People family, faced a life-threatening situation that shocked both fans and his family. He was involved in a serious freeway accident in Washington state. While driving a GMC, Bam Bam swerved to avoid a collision with a Camaro, which tragically resulted in the death of its passenger. Fortunately, Bam Bam survived the crash with only minor injuries, but the emotional toll of the incident was significant. The tragedy not only affected him but also had a ripple effect throughout the family, leaving them shaken and questioning the fragility of life. The aftermath of the accident left Bam Bam grappling with intense emotions, particularly guilt and survivor's remorse. Despite surviving the crash, he couldn't shake the weight of the loss, especially knowing that a life was taken because of a tragic turn of events. Fans who had followed his journey through the Alaskan Bush People series were left wondering how this traumatic experience would impact his future, both personally and professionally. In the wake of the accident, Bam Bam shifted his focus to eco-friendly innovation and began launching a startup centered around sustainable living. Despite the deep psychological impact of the crash, Bam Bam continued to pursue a life that balanced his passion for wilderness survival with his commitment to environmental sustainability. However, his career and personal life were undoubtedly changed by the events of 2022. The accident was a shocking chapter in Bam Bam's life, and it left fans questioning how he would navigate this new, more reflective phase. In April 2025, Rain Brown's arrest sent shockwaves through the Alaskan Bush People fanbase. Alongside her husband, Josiah Lorton, Rain was arrested in Okanagan, Washington, on serious charges of first-degree burglary, malicious mischief, and trespassing. This unexpected event caught many by surprise, especially considering Rain's previously quiet and relatively private life. The arrest raised numerous questions, with fans left wondering how such a situation could have unfolded for a family member who had long been a part of the show's public image. This shocking incident marked a significant turning point for Rain, thrusting her into the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Before the arrest, Rain had already faced her fair share of struggles, particularly with her mental health and the ongoing grief over her father's passing. After Billy Brown's death, she took a step back from social media, focusing on healing. She shared messages of self-compassion and encouraged fans to seek professional help when dealing with personal struggles. However, despite her efforts to rebuild her life, this latest setback seemed to pull her back into the chaos she had tried so hard to escape. The arrest added a layer of complexity to her journey of self-healing, making fans question how she would emerge from this scandal. Despite the arrest, Rain and Josiah's relationship remained intact, and the couple later announced their peaceful separation. They emphasized joint parenting and a desire to avoid further conflict. As Rain continues to work through her legal issues and personal challenges, it's clear that her story is far from over. Will she be able to overcome this new controversy, or will it further distance her from the Alaskan Bush People legacy? Only time will tell, but one thing is for certain: Rain's journey remains full of shocking twists that continue to captivate her audience. The Alaskan Bush People cast has experienced unimaginable struggles, heartbreaks, and shocking twists that have left fans reeling. From Billy's sudden death to the shocking arrests, each event has shaped the lives of the Brown family in ways no one could have predicted. As we continue to watch their journey, one thing is clear: the Brown family is far from ordinary, and their story is far from over. What will happen next? Will they rise above these challenges or be further affected by their past? As more untold stories emerge, it's clear that this family is not finished captivating the world. The future of Alaskan Bush People may be uncertain, but one thing remains true: there are always more shocking developments to come. Do you think these controversies will affect their career? Comment below and subscribe for more updates on the Brown family's roller coaster journey. And while you're here, don't miss our next video. There's more you won't want to miss.